This is our last week as your anchors, and we have another action-packed show. That we do, Kelp. So we are going to begin. Please stand tall, face the flag, put your right hand over your heart, and recite the pledge with students from Mrs. Fox's third grade class.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mrs. Fox. We have Mrs. Nelson and Mrs. Peterson in the studio to share delightful diners, and who has earned a bucket filler and who earned musical all-stars. Thank you.
Good morning, Stoker Sharks, and welcome back to another wonderful week. I just want to say, if you were at the Fall Festival on Friday night, I had lots of fun. I hope you did too. It was a great night. So thank you to everybody who prepared for it, who came to it, and enjoyed the night. So, all right, let's start out with some bucket fillers. We have Satori in 264, Jacina in 342, Joey in 246, Roxy in 344, Brianna in 258, London in 372, Kira in 236, Devon in 350, Landon in 266. Great job. We also have a ton of classroom awards. Let's see. We have arrival and dismissal for Mrs. Gagliardi and hallway. Dr. Drew has hallway and arrival dismissal. Playground as well, classroom. Mrs. Sejak has classroom and restroom and cafeteria and hallway. Mrs. Martin has playground. Mrs. Sejak has playground. Mrs. Melander has playground. Arrival and dismissal for Mrs. Schmidt and cafeteria and playground and hallway. Another hallway. And arrival and dismissal for Miss Unger. You guys have been doing some amazing things. So Tuesday, tomorrow, is a busy day. We have 4K, kindergarten, first and second, all go into the fire safety house here at school in the morning. We have William Henderson, a former Packer, coming to Stoker tomorrow. The kindergarten and first grade are going to get to meet him and a few other special guests in the library. And then the rest of the school is going to get to meet him at 12 o'clock down in the gymnasium for second through fifth grade. So make sure you are good listeners, because this week is Red Ribbon Week. That's always hard for me to say. Red Ribbon Week. So we are learning a little bit about things that we shouldn't be doing, like alcohol and drugs and things like that this week. And William Henderson's going to be coming as well to talk a little bit probably about that, but also about bullying, and that's not very good to be doing either. So please welcome our special guest tomorrow. Wednesday through Friday is conferences. Wednesday we have a full day of school. Thursday is a half a day of school for students. And Friday is no school for students. So it's a kind of a short week for you. You have 3 full days and a half day this week. We also have popcorn day this week. And for accelerated reader, we have 6,785. You are cruising. Delightful diners. We did even better this week than last week, which is great. Keep moving in that direction. We have Mrs. Kaz, Mrs. Weber. We have the whole entire first, second, third, and fourth grade. We have Mrs. Sioko and Mrs. Albrecht, our Shining Sharks, our Garner and Sejak. So great job. And our last thing is our attendance awards. Remember, they were backpack tags for this week. And we have Alpa and Anderson at 98%. We have Miss Weber at 97%. Mrs. Ashburn at 99%. And there was a tie in second grade. Both had 99%. Mrs. Gentz and Dr. Giroux, 98% for Mrs. Fox. Mrs. Martin had 97% and Mrs. Sioko with 94%. So great job with attendance and behavior. And let's have a fun week. Remember, the book fair is open as well, and conferences. So an exciting week this week. I'm going to pass it over to Mrs. Peterson.
Good morning to you, Stoker. I just wanted to really quickly review with you, and you can all sing with me or repeat after me our Quaver 5, because that has a lot to do with our Music Student of the Month. Be safe. Be safe. Be polite.
Be polite.
Be cooperative.
Be cooperative.
Be responsible.
Be responsible.
Be kind.
Be kind.
All right, thank you. And those students that I've chosen for the September Music Student of the Month, and will be very soon choosing the October Student of the Month, were students that followed those rules as well as all of our PBIS rules. So in kindergarten, it was Kevin in Mrs. Kaz class 356, Liliana in room 350, Grace in 342, Landon N. in 266, Georgia in 258, and Kyrell in room 240 in the various grades. Thank you very much. Have a great day at TTFN. And now here's Mrs. Washington.
Hello, we have some news from our fall fundraiser. If you have sold one item, you can cut out the ticket in in the packet and bring it to the office, and then we pick these, and you can win some fabulous prizes. So this week we have picked kelp from Miss Sioko and Chase from Miss Navarro. So Chase and kelp, please come down to the office to pick up your wonderful prizes. Back to the news.
That was excellent. Thank you. Irving spent a week with the students in Miss Weber's classroom, kindergarten class. The kindergartners asked if they could tell the school about what he did, so he gladly took a break. Irving visits Stoker's classrooms.
Where in the world was Irving the Shark this week? Well, he was visiting the students in kindergarten room 372. He received a warm welcome when he arrived. On Monday, Irving watched the Stoker News broadcast with the class. He was listening carefully as Miss Nelson shared her announcements. Irving was hoping to see some students he knew on the news. He met many friends in Stoker. He met many friends so far at Stoker Elementary. Everyone knows what a big fan of snack time Irving is. He loves to eat. He enjoyed some birthday cupcakes with the class and helped Sophia celebrate her special day. Kindergarteners are learning about different types of text. Sometimes we read non-fiction books for information about a topic, and sometimes we read fiction stories just for fun. Sharks are our favorite subject to learn about. Irving is an expert, but he learned a few new things too. A friend of Irving's, Clark the Shark, helped the students think about rhyming words too.
Hey, Stoker students! Do I look like a smiley shark too? I think I have a big toothy grin on my face.
All three kindergarten classes went on a field trip to Apple Howler on Tuesday. Irving stayed at Stoker and hung out with his ocean buddy Rainbow Fish for the day. But when the kids got back, they shared some apples and a pumpkin with him and told him stories about their fun day. On Wednesday, Irving and the class sang Happy Birthday to Michael. Irving wanted to wear a gown, but it was slightly big, so he swam in it. When the students went to the computer lab, Irving was interested in learning what 5- and 6-year-olds can do. He was pretty surprised by how capable the students seemed to be. Irving was surprised to see another mascot visiting in room 372. It was the shelf elf. Irving admired her beautiful shine. He discovered that both enjoy books and reading. Irving has devoured many good books from the Stoker Library. Elizabeth, that was me, was very happy she could read this story for the Stoker News segment.
It looks like he had a great time. Now don't forget that Mrs. Stringer talked to you about Red Ribbon Week. We have a special insert to show how to react when you are being bullied. A big thank you to the 3rd and 4th graders who colored our puppets and to the students who read the script.
Let Me Play by Barbara Roy.
Hey, come over here, everybody. Let's get a basketball game going.
Okay, I want to play. That sounds like fun.
Not you! You can't play sitting in that weirdo blue wheelchair of yours.
Sure she can. Why can't she play?
Because she will ruin my game. That's why.
May I play?
No, you cannot.
But I play basketball for Special Olympics.
That's mean, Brad. Sally and Mickey want to play too. Remember, kindness is important. How about me? Of course not. You can't hear.
Well, who can play with you, Brad?
Only people like me can play.
Brad, nobody's the same as you. Everybody's different.
I don't care. I still get to decide who can play, and I only want people like me. Brad, if only people who are exactly alike could play, then no one could play together.
That's right. If everyone had to be the same, then everyone would have to be in a chair and be able to do a spin and do wheelies like I can.
If everyone had to be the same, then everyone would have to be able to sign their moves secretly to your team to confuse the other side like I can.
If everyone had to be the same, then everyone would be in Special Olympics like I was.
Everyone would have to wear glasses like me.
And everyone would have a striped shirt like me.
Everyone would have to be furry with whiskers like me.
See, Brad, everybody's different. We are all special and unique. We'd all have to play alone.
Or we could be friends and play together.
Hey, Brad, come back. Let's count off by twos and play a game.
I'll play forward.
I'll be a guard. Will you, too? Chandra.
Sure, Brad. Will you be center? Okay. Thanks for being so nice to me. I wasn't very nice to all of you, was I? You know what the crew says. Kindness is important.
Everybody is different in some way, and that's cool. And if everybody is kind to each other, everybody wins.
I still want to play. Doesn't everyone?
Yes!
Each of you has a special thing you can do. It is good to work together as a crew. And remember, you will find life is nicer when you're kind. Pacer Center, Champions for Children with Disabilities. Brad, colored by Malachi, actor Devlin. Sally, colored by Samantha, actor Jacqueline. Carmen, colored by Joanna, actor Kylie. Mickey, colored by Christian, actor Matthew. Chandra, colored by Cadet, actor Haley. Jay, colored by Ozzy, actor Jacob. Matt, colored by Javion, actor Dominic. Pip, colored by Brianna, actor McKenna. Molly, colored by Ileana, actor Tegan. Granger Productions.
That was a great message. Remember, everyone is unique and has a lot to offer. Mrs. Granger will be around to take pictures of everyone who wore blue today. Tomorrow, remember to wear green and yellow in honor of former Packer player William Henderson, who is coming to Stoker. Also, we are going to sock it to drugs tomorrow by wearing crazy socks. On Wednesday, don't forget to wear red for Red Rally Day. Remember, it is conference week, so the students will not have school on Friday. See you on Wednesday.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to this edition of the News at Stoker. I'm Kelp, and today we are all wearing red to show our drug-free spirit. This has been a wonderful week, from wearing blue to crazy socks, to having William Henderson visit us and talk about bullying. We now are going to turn the show over to Mrs. Washington.
Good morning, boys and girls. Don't forget about the fall fundraiser. It's not too late to begin selling. And again, we have a couple more winners that have sold one item. All you have to do is sell one item and turn in your ticket for a prize. Our prize winners today are Samantha from Miss Olson's room and Louise from Miss Gardner's room. Thank you. Keep selling.
Thank you. Celebrating another year is a wonderful experience. Thank you, Mrs. Weber, for alerting us to everyone who will be celebrating their birthday today and next week.
Happy birthday, Stoker. Let's see who's celebrating a birthday this week. Tomorrow, be sure to wish Jeremiah a very happy birthday. Turning another year older on October 23rd will be Adam, Omar, Aubrey, and Mrs. Foster. Woo-woo! Blowing out their candles October 24th will be Ruby and Mrs. Rajeski. Woo-woo! Birthday girls October 25th will be Kadeh and Sasha. Enjoying birthday cake and ice cream on the 26th will be Melissa and Yadiel. Candles will be glowing October 27th for Luis, Natalie, Sam, and Mrs. Fisher. Woo-woo! That's it for this week. Thanks for tuning in to our story.
Happy birthday! We have another bully play produced by some of our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders. Please watch and enjoy.
Good morning, crew.
Hey, Mrs. B. Good morning. Hi, what's up for today?
Today we are going to solve a puzzle by playing the game Scrabble.
Huh? Say what?
Squeak! What's Scrabble? Scrabble, it's a word game.
I know that game. Everyone gets some letters and you try to make words out of them.
That's right. I'm going to give you some letters and you see what sort of words you can find using them.
And the winner is whoever makes the most words. That will be me, Super Matt.
Well, not exactly, Matt. In this version of the game, everyone can find if you figure out the words correctly.
What kind of game is that? Games have to have winners and losers. Like baseball, which I rock at, by the way. Let's start, okay? I'm falling asleep here.
I think it sounds like fun. Let's do it.
I will get the letters.
You guys can be my posse, and the three of us can rule at this silly game. Grab all the letters you can. Yeah.
Here are the letters. Crew, remember, everyone can win this game. Now everyone take a letter. Get ready, set.
Before she can say go, Matt, Brad, and Shannon grab most of the letters so the other kids can't get them.
Hey, you guys took more than your share of the letters. Come back here.
No way, we're gonna win this game.
Yeah, you still got a few letters. Buzz off. Work with the letters you have.
Make some teeny tiny words. While we make big winning words over here. Super Matt strikes again.
Okay, here's a good word. FSSR. That spells Fisher.
Shannon, that doesn't spell Fisher.
Really, that doesn't spell anything.
It just sounds It sounds like a balloon running out of air.
Well, there must be some good words here in all these letters. How about this one? GNS.
What does that spell?
It doesn't spell anything exactly. It's an abbreviation for great, no school, GNS.
Shut up, losers! You know what's the problem. You guys don't have any vowels. A-E-I-O-U. That's the trouble. That's right. You can't make words without vowels, right, Mrs. B? I'm afraid that's right, Molly.
And look, we only have vowels on this side.
Hey, we better team up and work together.
Great point, Mickey. And here's another clue. If you put all your letters together correctly, it will spell out one very important sentence. Can you solve the puzzle?
I got a better idea. Why don't you guys just give us your vowels?
No way, Matt. Let's do this by working together, the whole crew.
I'm sure it will be easier that way, too. Sharing is the best way.
I don't know.
Look, if we use your letters and this I from our side, we can make S-I-N-G, sing.
Okay.
And we can put these together and make H-U-R-F-S. Herfs? That's it. Herf sings. That's the answer. What's a herf? No, that's not it. See, this isn't working. Just hand over your letters and let Superman do this. No, let's not give up. I think I see a word. Wait, F-U-N, fun.
Are we on the right track, Mrs. B?
You are, crew. Fun is one of the words.
Here's I and S.
Is. Blank is fun. What letters are left? H, S, G, R, and I. S-H-R-I-N-G, shring?
Sharing is fun. Are you sure there aren't any more letters?
Everybody look around. See if we dropped any letters.
Pip has an A.
Squeak, squeak.
I see not shring, but it's S-H-A-R-I-N-G.
Sharing is fun. Is that it?
That's it, crew. You did it by working together and sharing your letters and your brains. Wasn't it easier when everybody cooperated? Squeak!
No, Pip. You really weren't much help this time.
Playing Scrabble helped us see that I is not as good as we. The crew will show you when we're done. Everyone knows that sharing is fun.
Mrs. Bridge. Colored by Aubrey. Voiced by Mary. Puppeteer Maddie Kay. Brad. Colored by Malachi. Voiced by Landon. Puppeteer Kylie. Sally. Colored by Samantha. Voiced by Samantha. Puppeteer Tegan. Carmen, colored by Johanna. Voiced by Lily. Puppeteer, Ella. Mickey, colored by Christian. Voiced by Christian. Puppeteer, Matthew. Chandra, colored by Cadet. Voiced by Gabby. Puppeteer, Danny. Jay, colored by Ozzy. Voiced by Ozzy. Puppeteer, Carter. Matt, colored by Javion. Voiced by Josiah. Puppeteer, Tyler. Pip, colored by Brianna. Voiced by Lucas. Puppeteer, Georgia. Molly, colored by Ileana. Voiced by Ava. Puppeteer, Georgia. Shannon, colored by Trevor. Voiced by Ariana. Puppeteer, Kylie. Nick, colored by Sal. Voiced by Owen. Puppeteer, Carter.
Great job. It is fun to work together and share with all of these reminders about good behavior and sharing. It is time to watch our PBIS insert on cafeteria.
Welcome to another edition of Shark Fins. PBIS, Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports. Today we'll be learning about cafeteria sharks. Remember to use soft voices in the cafeteria. Have manners. Area clean when you are finished eating, please. Raise your hand. Keep your own food. Remember, 3 students only in each part of the table. Please enter through the left-hand door. You don't want to run into a class leaving PE. This is Mrs. Martin signing off.
Don't forget, we have just a half day on Thursday and no school on Friday. Teachers will be holding conferences Thursday afternoon and night and Friday morning. Since we have just a half day on Thursday, please do not forget to shut down your technology. Thank you. Have a wonderful week and weekend. There will be new anchors next Monday.